Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of Guyana. You know, that little country in South America that nobody really talks about? Yeah, that one. Guyana. It's like the shy kid in the back of the class who's secretly a chess prodigy and a black belt in taekwondo. You just need to get to know them. Trust me, you haven't seen these facts before. Get ready to have your mind blown, people. Let's talk about diversity, shall we? Guyana is like the United Nations of South America, but with better food. Seriously, this place is a delicious blend of cultures. You've got your Indo-Guyanese, Afro-Guyanese, Indigenous Amerindians, Chinese, Portuguese, European, you name it, they got it. It's like a cultural buffet and everyone's invited. And the best part? They all live together, side by side, sharing their traditions, their languages, their recipes. Okay, maybe not all their recipes. Some things are best kept secret, but you get the point. It's beautiful. Imagine walking down the street and hearing a mix of Hindi, English, Creole, and maybe even a little Portuguese thrown in for good measure. It's a symphony of languages and it's amazing. And the food? Don't even get me started on the food. From spicy curries to juicy rotis, from pepper pot to cook-up rice, Guyana's cuisine is a testament to its diverse heritage. It's like a party in your mouth and everyone's invited. But it's not just about the food and the language. It's about the shared history, the struggles, and the triumphs that have shaped this unique cultural tapestry. It's about the resilience of the Guyanese people, their ability to find unity in diversity, and their unwavering spirit of togetherness. Okay, forget Niagara, forget Victoria. Let's talk Kayator Falls, baby. This waterfall is so epic it makes Niagara look like a leaky faucet. I'm talking 5 times the height of Niagara Falls, people. Imagine standing at the top, looking down at the water cascading down with the force of 1,000 suns, feeling the mist on your face, hearing the roar in your ears. It's like staring into the face of nature's power, and it's awe-inspiring. You know those photos that don't do justice to the real thing? Yeah, that's Kayator Falls. You have to see it to believe it. It's like Mother Nature took a look at all the other waterfalls in the world and said, "Hold my beer, I'm about to show you how it's done." And boy, did she deliver. But it's not just about the size though, let's be honest, that's pretty impressive on its own. It's also about the beauty. Surrounded by lush rainforest, the water plunges into a gorge so deep, it seems to disappear into the earth. It's like something out of a fantasy novel, but it's real, and it's right there in Guyana, just waiting to take your breath away. Hold on to your binoculars, folks, because Guyana is about to take you on a wildlife safari like no other. We're talking about a country covered in 80% rainforest, a place where the air is thick with the sounds of exotic birds, and the ground teems with creatures you've only seen in documentaries. It's like stepping into a real-life episode of Planet Earth. Forget your boring pigeons and squirrels. Guyana's got jaguars, giant anteaters, harpy eagles, and even giant river otters. I'm talking about creatures so rare they'd make a zookeeper weep with joy. It's like a living, breathing museum of natural history, and it's all just hanging out, doing its thing in Guyana. Imagine yourself paddling down a river, the sun dappling through the canopy above, and suddenly you spot a flash of color. A scarlet macaw, its feathers a riot of red, blue, and yellow, soars overhead, its call echoing through the trees. Or picture yourself trekking through the rainforest, the air thick with the scent of damp earth and exotic flowers, and you come face to face with a giant anteater, its long snout sniffing the air for termites. Chapter 4. St. George's Cathedral, a wooden wonder. St. George's Cathedral in Georgetown, Guyana is a wooden marvel. Forget skyscrapers, this cathedral's intricate woodwork and towering spires are breathtaking. Step inside, and the scent of polished wood and sunlight through stained glass will amaze you. Built in the 19th century, it's one of the tallest wooden churches in the world. A symbol of Guyana's colonial past, it showcases incredible craftsmanship. Taller than St. Peter's Basilica, it uses no steel or concrete. Visit St. George's Cathedral and witness this wooden wonder for yourself. Chapter 5. Guyana, Land of Gold and Diamonds. Okay folks, time to talk bling. Forget your cubic zirconias and your fake Rolexes, Guyana is the real deal. We're talking gold mines, diamond mines, the whole shebang. This country's got so much natural wealth, it's like Mother Nature decided to play a game of treasure hunt and hid all the good stuff in Guyana. We're talking about prospectors panning for gold in muddy rivers, their faces lit up with hope and the promise of striking it rich. We're talking about massive excavators digging deep into the earth, unearthing sparkling diamonds that will one day adorn the fingers of royalty and celebrities. It's like a real-life treasure island, only instead of pirates it's miners, and instead of buried chests, it's veins of gold and diamonds running through the earth. Now I know what you're thinking. Trevor, this all sounds a little too good to be true. What's the catch? Well, like all good things, there's always a flip side. Chapter 6. The Rupununi Savannah, where the wild winds blow. Hold on to your cowboy hats, folks, because we're heading to the Wild West of Guyana. The Rupununi Savannah is where the wild things roam and the wind whispers tales of a time long gone. It's a vast expanse of grasslands, home to unique creatures and indigenous communities. Picture this. You're riding horseback across the savannah, the wind whipping through your hair. In the distance, you spot a herd of wild horses galloping across the plains. A giant anteater lumbers across your path. A jabiru stork takes flight from a nearby watering hole. This is the Rupununi Savannah, a place where time seems to stand still. Let's talk about the original guardians of Guyana, the people who called this land home long before explorers ever set foot on its shores. The indigenous people of Guyana. We're talking about tribes like the Wai-Wai, the Patamona, the Makushi, the Wapishana, each with their own unique cultures, languages, and traditions that have been passed down through generations. Imagine living in harmony with the rainforest, your life intricately woven with the rhythms of nature. You know the secrets of the plants, the language of the animals, the flow of the rivers. Your traditions are ancient, your stories passed down orally, your connection to the land unbreakable. This is the reality for Guyana's indigenous communities. But it's not all rainforest adventures and mystical rituals. Guyana's indigenous people have faced their fair share of challenges. Chapter 8. The Essequibo River, Guyana's liquid highway. Forget your highways and byways, folks. In Guyana, the Essequibo River is the road less traveled, the artery that pumps life into the heart of this country. We're talking about the mightiest river in Guyana, a sprawling waterway that snakes its way through dense rainforest, its waters teeming with life, and its banks home to some of the most remote communities on Earth. Imagine yourself cruising down the Essequibo, the rainforest canopy forming a tunnel of green overhead. The air is thick with humidity, the sounds of the jungle a symphony of buzzing insects and exotic bird calls. You might spot a giant otter splashing playfully in the water, or a black caiman lurking beneath the surface, its eyes glinting like jewels. This is the Essequibo River, a world unto itself. But the Essequibo isn't just a pretty sight. Chapter 9. Guyana bowled over by cricket. Now let's talk about a sport that unites a nation, a game that ignites passions and creates legends. Cricket, baby. Forget your baseball and your football. In Guyana, cricket is king, a religion, a way of life. Imagine yourself in a packed stadium, the crowd roaring, the sun beating down. The batsman steps up to the crease, the bowler runs in, and the ball soars through the air. The tension is palpable, the excitement electric. This is cricket in Guyana, a spectacle that will have you on the edge of your seat. From legendary players like Rohan Kanhai, Shivnarine Chanderpaul, and Lance Gibbs, to the current crop of talented youngsters, Guyana has produced some of the biggest names in cricket. These are the heroes of the Caribbean, their names whispered with reverence, their achievements celebrated with unmatched fervor. Chapter 10. Mashramani, Guyana's Carnival of Colors. Hold on to your headdresses, folks, because we're about to dive into a celebration so vibrant, so energetic, so full of life, it'll make your head spin. Forget your New Year's Eve parties and your 4th of July fireworks. Mashramani, Guyana's annual carnival celebration, is a party for the senses, a riot of color, music and dance that will leave you breathless. Imagine yourself on the streets of Georgetown, the air thick with the smell of rum punch and grilled meats. The sound of soca music pulses through your body, the rhythm impossible to resist. Dancers in elaborate costumes, their bodies adorned with feathers, sequins, and glitter, move with a grace and energy that's both mesmerizing and contagious. This is Mashramani, a celebration of life, freedom, and Guyanese pride. But Mashramani is more than just a party, it's a celebration of Guyana's Republic Day, a time to reflect on the country's journey to independence and celebrate its cultural heritage. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed these mind-blowing facts about Guyana, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. Seriously folks, Guyana is a hidden gem, a country that will surprise you with its natural beauty, its cultural richness, and the warmth of its people. So, what are you waiting for? Add it to your travel bucket list and get ready to experience the magic of Guyana for yourself. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and remember, adventure awaits.